Morning. Today I am doing and I'm just now getting the meat prepared. I'm doing 5 venison roasts, and the first thing you want to do when you're cooking venison is you want to get some people just call it silver skin. It's basically a membrane. If you don't get this membrane off, you can see I took it off here, and I'm about to take the rest of it off on this one. And I usually end up getting a little bit of meat off with it, as you could see right here. But you don't want this on. It's tough. If you leave it on there, it's tough to chew. It also doesn't allow for the seasoning that I'm going to put on here to actually penetrate into the meat. So I'm going to finish getting this all prepared and move on to the next stage. So this is how much meat I ended up cutting off with all the silver skin, or that silver membrane. It's on the venison. And now I've got it brining for a little bit here. This will be a very short brine, maybe for about 45 minutes to an hour. And then I'm going to take it outside and get it in a smoker. This is the smoker that I'm using. I clear all the leaves off the top of this, but I just got it started. And how I start the smoker up is I use lump charcoal at the bottom to get it started. And then I just throw some thinner pieces of wood on, let the smoker get nice and hot, and it'll be ready. I always pop the door completely open at about this time. Probably shouldn't have closed that fast. Leave the door open so that I could get some nice airflow so it can draw that smoke through the smoker. This guy is a reverse flow smoker, so that smoke goes across underneath the chamber and then back across the food and back towards the smokestack and out the top there. So now it's rolling. I'm good. For the last few months, I've also been working on a smoker shed. I'm almost done. This is it here. And I've been trying to put the things that I really want on here. The grill and the smoker will go in here. I got a couple of shelves that I put in. I'm going to mount some lights up along the back of that beam there. I ran the electric in. Well, it's not in yet, but I started it. So I'm running that straight to my garage. And I'm going to mount the electric right on the post here. I'll run a direct wire to the lighting, but then I'll have some outlets right there. So I'm looking forward to that being done. It's been a long, fun project, being able to do just a little bit at a time. So I'm just about to put the seasoning on here. I pulled them out of their brine, and for these two, I'm going to use a spicy mix that I throw together when I want some spicy barbecue. And for these three, we're going to use my my regular grade barbecue mix. So I'm going to season these up, and I'm going to get them out on the smoker. They'll cook for about an hour and a half, and I'll pull them off, and I'll be ready to serve them up after a short rest. What I used on these, and I've used a lot of different things to get the seasoning to stick. On these, I used an avocado oil, but I've used everything from mustard to olive oil. It just depends. So stay tuned. So on they go. I think I'll put the spicy ones at the top here. The leaves are falling in constantly. So these puppies are going to go in. I'll get them away from where the air actually is coming out in the smoker. So the spicy ones will stay there at the top. And then we will put the regularly spiced on that second row. And each of these guys is going to get probed. So I'm just going to run these through my little port here, pop them in, and I'll be able to monitor this through the whole cook. Time to have some fun. So I just threw the venison on, and I am cooking with cherry and hickory. I've got a stack it's not gonna get me through the winter, but I'll just steal from this rack. But how I have this set up for the smoke is the spicy venison I'm cooking on the top rack there, so I don't burn anyone out that doesn't want to handle the heat. And the regular spice stuff is on the middle rack. This will be on for about an hour and a half. I take it up to somewhere between 130 and 140, and I get it out of there. I'll probably do 135, and I'll wrap it up, and it'll continue to rise a little bit while I'm transporting the meat. So these are ready to come off. The lowest one is now 130, and the highest is at 139. That's about as high as I want to ever get it. And I'm going to put them in the cooler with towels underneath, towel on top, and get them ready for transport.